This is an update on Mr. Bill's boiler replacement. So as you can see here, the concrete floor has been repaired, and we've got some cement slabs that we're perching the new boiler up on. The burner assembly is in place, it's bolted together. This is actually two burner assemblies in one. One's 300,000 BTUs, the other one's 400,000 BTUs. And the cast iron sections, you start on one end, there's an end section, and then the other sections just go in like loaves of bread. And they do go together with push nipples. Push nipple looks like this, which is a smooth steel nipple, and it's slightly tapered. So what happens is it goes in here. This is also smooth, and you basically pull these together with these big massive bolts on each side. So what we do is we take some emery cloth like this, and we kind of clean the inside of those. Make sure there's no burrs or dirt or anything. And then we spray some brake cleaner on those, wipe them clean. Little brake cleaner on the push nipples. And then you goop it up with grip. Hercules grip, which is a gasket maker material, sealant, and that's what you use to seal up those push nipples. As a side note, the grip makes excellent blacktop repair also. So anyway, you can see we've got 4 sections here, and we've got 4 or 5 more to put here. Once they're all assembled, then we plug all the openings. There's big massive 4-inch openings on the side, and other smaller openings for sight glass and relief valve and that type of thing. Here's where the pressure troll vaporstat gauge will probably go, at least one of the locations. So up here you can see we have removed the big 4-inch elbow, and then what we're going to attempt to do is come out of the ends of the boiler and come up and see if we can put both our risers, get them together and go into that 4-inch. And we haven't quite decided whether we're going to have a separate boiler header low and then one riser that goes up into there, or we just simply make use of this existing header and bring both our risers up, across, and into there, which is probably what we're going to end up doing. Back in the corner, we've removed the old boiler return trap mechanism. It was way up in the corner, and we've got this 2.5-inch line which needs to be a wet return, which is end of main. There's 2 mains in this job. You can see the main coming off here, and one main shoots down that way, and then it tees off, and one main comes that way. And so at the end they tie together and they come back as a return here. This is where we're going to require a false water line configuration, so that line always stays underwater. Since this boiler has a lower water line than the old one, then we have to do a little configuration there differently. Over there you'll see one return coming down. There's another return it's going to tie in. That will all come over here to the bottom of the boiler and tie in with this 2-inch equalizer up here, which will drop down and they'll all tie together down there. The flue is going to have 2 draft hoods on the back, an 8 10 going into a 12-inch Y, and then that 12-inch Y is going to go up there into that brick chimney. So it's going to take a little configuration with some 45s and 90s to get up into that brick chimney. Over here is our water. So our VXT water feeder will be somewhere in this area. So, as soon as we get all the piping done, we'll find a way to strap that into that area. And then the main gas, got a big 2-inch gas line dangling over here. So we're going to tie into that and bring it over, and then we'll drop here in front of the boilers. There's 2 gas trains, 2 gas valves, and we'll tie those together. And in this situation, I might be able to stage these 2 burners separately. So I'm going to attempt to do that. And with a vapor stat up on the piping, I'm going to try and drop this small section out as the pressure begins to come up. And I don't know what it's going to take to do that with the Dunkirk's control system and CSD1 type controls. I'm not sure what I'm going to get myself into on that, but I might be able to do it. So what we're doing today is we're going to continue putting these sections together. Then we're going to plug all the openings, put it under a hydro test, check for leaks, and then if everything looks okay, then we'll put the jacket on, draft to it on, and then start piping up this main piping. Okay, so that's an update, and we'll pick this up a little bit later.